Well, the holiday season is in full effect, and Nintendo has commemorated that with a new F-Zero 99 update, a winter-themed update. Released a few days ago on December 19th, the Frozen Night League event is available for all players until January 16th, 2024. With this update/event, you can get new unlockables in the game for a limited amount of time, as well as changes the aesthetics of courses in the Night League Cup. And this update came at a perfect time for me, because I just finished my latest college semester literally just a few days ago. With that in mind, in this video, I will be going over everything that was added in the latest update, as well as giving my general thoughts and impressions on everything that was added. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So, the big thing that was added in this update was the fact that the Night League tracks are now frozen over. Quite literally. They have all been changed to have a new winter aesthetic. Or in the case of Mute City 1, it just looks like white land, but that's close enough. Snow now falls as a visual effect in each course in the Night League, and instead of being rough patches of dirt that you have to cross through, it's now rough patches of snow. Or I guess cold patches of snow. Certain parts of the tracks have also been changed to add ice sections like what was initially in Big Blue. It really has frozen over. The color palettes of the tile sets used in the tracks have also been changed to have a more wintry look rather than what was initially there. In addition to that, the backgrounds for each of the tracks have changed to reflect the more festive season. For example, in Deathwind 1, the background kinda looks like ancient rock formations and old big trees. Now, it looks like snowy summit mountaintops. And one more change is that the AI bumper snails now have reindeer antlers to look like Santa's little helpers. Rudolph can now get his revenge for everyone making fun of his red nose. In addition to the aesthetic changes, there are 4 additional unlockables, one for each category. If you participate in 3 of the event's frozen races, you get a snowflake badge. If you end up participating in 10 frozen races, you get a background of snowflakes. If you participate in 25 frozen races, you get a new pilot card border. And if you are to get 1500 points in the Frozen Night League Grand Prix, you get a new boost effect. These are all pretty easy to unlock, and the boost effect is actually pretty cool. When you go to do spin attacks with your machine with it equipped, you get little snowflakes and icicles formed around your machine as you spin, and I think that's actually pretty neat. These unlockables can only be obtained during the event, so after January 16th, it will no longer be possible to get them unless Nintendo runs the event again. So it's a good idea to hop on and spend a few hours getting them all. But aside from a few bug fixes and a new winter-themed main menu, that was all the changes the update brought. So, what do I think of it? It's pretty nice. Of course, I would love for Nintendo to bring over the Satellaview tracks, but they have said already that they will not be adding more tracks, so that is a pipe dream. For what it's worth, I think it was a pretty nice update, even if it was lacking a little bit. Obviously, after so many years of wanting a new F-Zero game, the fact that there is one and it's free and it's still getting updates like this even after all 15 tracks have been added is really nice to see. I do like the aesthetic updates/changes made to the tracks, like the snow falling as a visual effect and the backgrounds changing to look more wintry. I think that's really neat and kind of a nice way to do content variations, since, you know, these tracks are going to be what we have to play for the rest of the game unless they go back on their word and add more tracks, which would be awesome. So I think that is pretty cool. And the changes to the AI bumper snails is really funny. It's just something about seeing them with the reindeer antlers. It's cute and funny. And I saw a clip by a friend, I played it earlier in the video, where one of the exploding bumpers boosted on one of the dash plates and just ran into him from behind, and he titled it as Rudolph getting his revenge, and I thought that was really funny. I do wish that there was more unlockables though. Not a whole, I understand you can't do a whole lot, but it would have been much nicer to get more, especially because that's probably going to be the main quote-unquote content we'll be getting, is either new limited time modes like classic mode that they added a few weeks back, or, you know, cosmetics you can get for your machine, or little things to add to your pilot card. So, you know, I understand that they couldn't really, you know, white and blue, which is, you know, the main color scheme of the update, is already colors for machines that you can get through previous unlockables. So, but in the future, it would be nice to see them add, different colors, different decals, instead of just, a boost effect. And then also, I think they could have probably added a few more icons, badges for the pilot cards, instead of just one snowflake. I think probably like 3 to 4 would be a good amount for an update, just so you could always change your card with something new, since you could only have 3 at a time. The background that they added was, to me, generic. I don't really ever see myself equipping that, but the border for the pilot card is pretty cool. I would have liked a second border where instead of it just being covered in snow, it's the border but wrapped in Christmas lights. And the Christmas lights can be, the typical green and red or multicolor. I think that would have been really neat, and I would see myself using that a lot more. The big standout though is the boost effect, and I really like the boost effect. First off, it changes the color around your machine's exhaust. Usually it's just the generic orange, and the machine only changes the color when it uses a boost. But the winter boost, or I guess the snow boost, it changes it to a whiter snow color. And when you spin, there's visual effects on the machine, which is really neat. Usually it's just the generic circle of light when you spin attack, but now it's snow and ice, and I think that's really neat, and that would be probably really good stuff to add for like every update, like a new boost effect. It could be like, it reminds me of like TF2 Unusuals, right? Like you could have a spinning ball of fire or whatever. And I really like the boost effect. I guess that's kind of my favorite thing from the update, and I could definitely see that being one of the main things that they add to updates for further customization for the player. But that is basically it for this video. In summary, though the update was small, it was pretty nice, and I think it lays a really good foundation for future updates for F-Zero 99. It does suck that it's a limited time event, but that's generally par the course for holiday/themed updates for video games, and thankfully I don't have college for the next few weeks, so I'll have plenty of time to keep playing the game. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Your support means a lot to me, and I'm sorry for not making videos more frequently, but I'm back and hopefully can get some videos done before the next semester starts. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.